Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you. So for Chapter 3 class, we will conduct it online. Okay, before we proceed with Chapter 3, refresh back what we have learned in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. In Chapter 1, we have focusing on marketing strategies. And in Chapter 2, we look into detail for the third and fourth step in the marketing process, not marketing strategy. Okay, that is strategic planning. Okay, so in Chapter 2 we look into strategic planning. Now in Chapter 3 we want to focus on the technology itself, the e-commerce. Can you still remember before this, in our earlier class, I have told you that for this course we will look into two sections that interrelated: the marketing part and also the e-commerce part. Why? Because these two component is related. Okay, if you want to use the e-commerce, if you want to develop the e-commerce, you need to know the knowledge of marketing so that the e-commerce development can be successful. Okay, can be useful. Okay, not the only the technology that cannot be used. Okay, we have to make sure that technology can be delivered the business activity of the company so that the company can gain profit. Okay, let's look into the internet revolution first. So it starts from the PCs era and LANs, local area networks, and move to the internet, and lastly to the e-appliance era. Okay, there's a change. It starts from the PC, software introduced in order to operate the PCs and also to help the customer with the application software. And LANs, local area networks, start to connect all the customer so that they can share information. And the internet big impact. Okay, the internet, with the internet many application introduced, and e-services is very popular nowadays. Everything is conducted in electronic. Okay, what happened to the internet tomorrow? Okay, lots of portals develop. Okay, lots of portal develops. For example, every one of us now, students have your own portal. Me as a lecturer also have my own portal. So it customized to our needs. The system is customized to our need. For example, in lecturer portal, I have the tasks. For example, as a lecturer, I have 4 tasks: publication, teaching, the main one, okay, consultation, and also public service. So all these functions actually I can go through with my portal. I can check what are my publications, for example, what are my KPIs. Okay, so it tally to the customer or it tally to the specific party. This is the portals. We have many portals, and for the internet tomorrow it will be larger portal consolidation. Okay, next is ISPs abandoned because of the internet. So the ISP, internet service provider, also come will become ASPs. What is ASPs? Okay, this is your homework. Please search for ASPs. Okay, the internet tomorrow, ISPs abandoned, become ASPs. What are ASPs? Okay, and then small pipes become large pipes. Before this we only have the local area network. Now we have more than local area network, the internet, the extranet. Okay, and then PC base. Before this we only depends on the PC. Everything we do is very personal. Everything you want to do the assignment, you use the PC only to that point. But now we have the e-appliances. You can use the online learning. Okay, So your assignment can be submitted to the online learning. For example, okay, so the internet tomorrow. So in other words, the internet will challenge any previous traditional business model, just like software and information technology in the last 10 years during the PC base. Okay, so a revolution in music, video entertainment, paper-based new industries. Yeah, this is the change. Okay, nowadays everything is digitized. Okay, e-appliance, so everything can be get into the from the internet. So the internet destroys. The internet is an extension of the local area network. Okay, local area network is the small pipeline. Okay, and it moved to the internet, the bigger net. And a technology as dramatic as the internet destroys any previous traditional economic model, just like in the last 10 years software technology violated industrial asset-based model. Like the paper-based industry, like the music industry, okay, destroyed because of the internet. Okay, next, finish the internet revolution. Now we want to look into the term, into the concept that you need to know before we proceed with the e-commerce. Okay, domain name. So as far as the internet's machine are concerned, an IP address is all that you need to talk to a server. For example, you can type in your browser the URL of http //72.21.211.176 semicolon 80, and you arrive at what? Okay, so when you are using internet, usually you will type the URL. Okay, so this one you need to know, because when we want to develop the e-commerce, we will use this URL. Okay, you will type the URL in the browser. So for example here, when you type this URL to what destination that you will arrive at, so the number sequence of this URL is a substitute for Amazon.com actually. And the 80 means that you wish to contact the server using port or channel 80, which is the default for web page traffic. Okay, actually this domain name also you have looked in ICT course. I'm not sure whether you still remember or not, but in this e-commerce course, what you need to know is the some terms or some concept that we will use in the e-commerce. Okay, the first one is the URL. Okay, and then the URL is the substitute for the real website that you want to go. That is the first one. Okay, so domain names are strictly a human convenience, like maintaining a cell phone contact list with names and their associated phone numbers. Okay, for example, you can make an analogy with your phone, your smartphone. Usually you will use name to call the number, so you don't have to remember the number. Same with this concept, you don't have to remember the http 72.21.211. you just type Amazon.com, then you can reach the destination. And next, what is an IP address? So the IP address specifies a network device. Example, a laptop, computer, or a server. Their location on a network. One way to look up your IP address, you can check your IP address, your computer IP address, http.whatismyipaddress.com. Okay, so actually there are two types of IP addresses, public IP and private IP. So public IP is addresses accessible via the internet, and private IP any address in the ranges of these three. This is private IP. You can buy IP, okay? You can buy IP for the company. They can buy IP so that they will have their own channel. Okay? So routers on the internet are programmed to kill data traveling to a private IP address. Okay, in a network concept. Okay, after this we will look into the network concept. You have to know. Okay, ICT actually I have teach you what is the router function. Okay, so this router, after you in the internet, in the local area network, okay, when the local area network want to connect with the internet, must have the router. Okay, the router will be the gatekeeper. The router function will kill data traveling to a private IP address in the network, meaning that any requests from the IP address are not allowed. Okay, only for certain authorized computer can access the private IP address. Okay, this is the illustration of the domain namespace, the root level. Okay, the upper one. Okay, because domain name system has the tree structure. Okay, this is the root level, and the second level is top level. Top level domains. Okay, .com, .edu, .gov, .net, .org, etc. And the second level domains, cnn.com, uum.edu. Okay, that one is second level. So we have three level. Okay, root, first level and second level. Okay, so domain name system is the phone book for the internet. Previously we look into the domain name itself. Now domain name system, when we are talking about domain name system, is the phone book for the internet. So domain name system or DNS translates human friendly host names into IP addresses. So every domain name entry within a top level domain, example the .com phone book, must be unique. There is a single organization that controls each top level list and make sure that no duplicates arise. Okay, example, the .com list is managed by the firm Network Solution. Lower level domains are controlled independently. For example, Microsoft owns hundreds of thousands of IP addresses and host names. Example, Microsoft maintains its own list and DNS for the Microsoft.com domain namespace. For example, some server.microsoft.com or whatever things that .microsoft.com owned by the Microsoft itself. Okay, so domain name system can be related to the previous slide, the level or the tree structure of the domain name system itself. Okay, the next part is about electronic commerce. Okay, before we look into electronic commerce, we need to know some definitions and concept of the electronic commerce. Okay, the first part we know about the internet revolution. Now we want to look into the electronic commerce. Okay, after you know some terms, okay, like the DNS, now we can focus on electronic commerce. So electronic commerce is the process of buying, selling, or exchanging products, services, or information via computer. And different with the e-business. Okay, e-business is a broader definition of e-commerce that includes not just the buying and selling of goods and services. Okay, more than e-commerce, it also can service customers, collaborate with business partner, and conducting electronic transaction within an organization. That one is e-business. So hopefully now you can differentiate between the electronic commerce and e-business. In other words, electronic commerce is a subset of e-business. And the major e-commerce concepts: pure versus partial e-commerce. Okay, so in this part we will look into pure e-commerce and partial e-commerce, what this is all about. Okay, so e-commerce organization, there have several types: brick and mortar organization, virtual organization, and click and mortar organization. Okay, so brick and mortar versus old economy, virtual versus pure play, click and mortar versus click and brick. So all economic organization that perform their primary business offline, selling selling physical products by means of physical agents is called as brick and mortar. Or old economy, brick and mortar is same, okay, no difference. And virtual organization is the pure play organization, okay, organization that conduct their business activities solely online. So all business activities are online, virtual or pure play. And click and mortar is same as click and brick organization, okay, conduct some e-commerce activities as an additional marketing channel. They have both, okay. Okay, please try to differentiate these three type of e-commerce organization: brick and mortar, virtual, and click and mortar. So please don't be confused with the term. Brick and mortar same with all economy, virtual same with pure play, and click and mortar same with click and brick. So this is the cubic showing you the dimension of electronic commerce. Okay, you can see here the cubic. So you can differentiate the electronic commerce organization by looking at the method used in two, ordering and also the delivering shipment method. Okay, if the ordering use physical ordering and also physical delivery shipment method, it is traditional commerce, the first type of organization. And the brighter blue, the ordering is digital, and the delivery shipment also digital. This is the pure electronic commerce. So all the light blues are partial electronic commerce area. Okay, the click and mortar. Okay, so please understand the cubic. Okay, so I want to stop at the previous slide. Okay, the type of the e-commerce organization, and we will continue in our next class with the next part of chapter 3. Okay, Assalamualaikum and thank you. Okay, bye, see you soon.